Welcome into another live commitment. Gather around, get in, get a seat because it is that time of year. It's commitment season. We've had some big ones. Last week, number one quarterback Jared Curtis committed to Georgia. Friday, it was Hayward Howard to Texas. And today, we have a big one, but it doesn't stop there. Tomorrow, number one recruit Jackson Cantwell will make his decision. So before we get started, you guys do me a favor now. Hit subscribe to the On3 Recruit channel. This is the best recruiting channel on all of YouTube. So jump on board, hit subscribe. All right. Who are we here for today? It's Jordan Thomas, a four-star DB from the state of New Jersey, the number 3 ranked player in the state, 185 overall. Thomas plays for Powerhouse Bergen Catholic High School, and he's a rangy 6'1", 185 pounds. Thomas is holding dozens of offers, but today he's narrowed that list down to just 5, and he's going to announce a winner. So you see his top 5 right here. It's Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Texas A&M, and Auburn. Now we're going to talk to Jordan in a minute, but first let's put on the film. We see here a lockdown corner, a ball hawk in the secondary, but Jordan's also not afraid to come up and hit you. He's physical. Now, watch his highlights a little bit here. You can see one thing is clear. He has a knack for creating turnovers, and he's got the measurables and athleticism for this skill set to translate on the college level. I don't know if we're going to see enough here, but he also plays some offense as well. He's just a playmaker, and that is why Jordan Thomas is such a coveted prospect in the secondary. All right, let's take a look at Jordan's social handles. Now, remember, his career is just about to get started, so hit follow. You're going to want to follow along as he gets going. All right, it's time. Let's go to New Jersey. We got Jordan here. Jordan, it's your big day. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm very blessed to be in this position and just taking it all in.
All right. Well, we see your top teams right here. You came up with the top 5 before this decision. What was it about these programs that made your final list?
All these schools have been very consistent in my recruitment process. And because of that consistency, I've been able to develop and grow strong relationships with these coaches and these programs.
All right. Well, you got your family around you. The moment's here. Say your thank yous and let us know where you're committing to college.
Yes, sir. Thank you. First and foremost, everybody, thank you guys all. Thank you all for making it out here and, spending time with my family and I to make this decision with me. And, being here, I really appreciate all the support. You guys could be doing anything else right now, and I really appreciate that. So I wrote a little something for my commitment speech. Before I make the decision, I give all the glory I received today to God. Without his divine blessing and favor on my life, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in today. Through Jesus Christ who strengthens me, I believe I can do all things. I exalt him for all the wonders he has done, and I praise him in advance for all the more he has in store for me. It's already written. Mom, I want to give you your flowers, and thank you for all your sacrifices. Thank you for taking me to all these trainings, from many early mornings to many late night workouts, and everything in between. Through it all, you have encouraged me and kept my faith strong. Lord knows what you go through to be here for us. So thank you for always being there for my siblings and I. No matter what you're going through, you are my why. Pops, thank you for always pushing me to be the best. Because of you, I know who I am. Your sacrifices of taking care of the household, working 16 hours a day to put food on the table, and making sure I got all the training I needed, never went unnoticed. Thank you for the last name you gave me. I plan to continue to honor it greatly at the next level. Since day one, you always believed, and look where we are today. Thank you to my siblings, Isaiah, Zion, and Skylar, and all of my loved ones for being so very supportive of me. Grandma and Papa, and all my angels in heaven, thank you for watching over me along the way. To Coach Vito, to my agent, all my coaches, trainers, teachers, and everyone who has been a part of my process, thank you for encouraging me and believing in me. That's all the opportunity I needed to make this happen. My faith and determination have helped me to get to this point. I've conquered every challenge and stayed focused and continue to work extremely hard in the classroom and on the field. This recruitment process has been a dream come true. I'm tremendously blessed and thankful to have built so many great relationships with all the coaches that have recruited me. This wasn't easy, but through prayer and many meaningful conversations, as a team and family, I have decided. With that being said, I will be committed to the best in America, the Ohio State University.
There it is. It's Ohio State for Jordan Thomas. Jordan, why the Buckeyes? Oh, hold on. Let me get my helmet out. We're celebrating here. Friends, lots of family at this one. Big moment for Jordan Thomas as he commits to the Ohio State Buckeyes. Let's see if we can get Jordan here for one more moment. Lots of people want to congratulate him. High fives from the family. Back seated. There's a lot to celebrate. Jordan, congratulations. Why was Ohio State the best fit for you?
Ohio State, they checked off all my boxes. When it comes to development in all aspects of life, in the faith part, field part, academically, in my character and as a man, there was no place better than Ohio State. I would say that to go to Ohio State and compete with some of the best athletes in the nation, I want to be the best. So that's somewhere where I would love to compete against Jeremiah Smith, to compete against Chris Henry and my former teammate Quincy Porter. Iron sharpens iron, and there's no better place to be than Ohio State. It's best in America for a reason.
Have you had a chance to talk to Ryan Day and tell him that you're committed?
No, it's actually been a surprise. I told Coach Warren though, so I'm sure I'll get a phone call from him soon.
All right, last question I got for you, Jordan. When you arrive in Columbus, what can Ohio State fans expect from Jordan Thomas?
Definitely going to expect a hard worker, a leader in all aspects of life. I would say like a person that's strong in his faith and definitely, doing anything that's willing to help the team.
All right. Well, we thank you for committing with us here on the On3 Recruits channel. You got your friends, you got your teammates, you got your family all around you. Go celebrate. Go Buckeyes.
Go Bucks, baby.
Congratulations, Jordan Thomas. Congratulations, Ohio State fans. Let's bring in On3 national expert Steve Wiltfong. Steve, you've covered Jordan Thomas for a long time. What are Buckeye fans getting in this incredible athlete?
Well, they're getting a versatile, high IQ'd, exciting football player to add to their recruiting class that has a chance to finish #1 nationally. Yeah. Jordan Thomas, 6'1", 185 pounds. He's got length. He's got change of direction ability. He's got instincts. He can make plays on the football while they're in the air, and he'll come up and smack you. He'll come up and hit. He's someone that can play safety on the next level. He can play corner. He's a guy that Ohio State will have a lot of options for in the secondary, but they're bringing him in as a cornerback. And this is a class that's really starting to load up in the secondary, Josh, as it's currently ranked #3 nationally. It's kind of headlined by what they're doing in the defensive backfield. They have Blaine Bradford committed, 5-star safety from Louisiana, and they have Simeon Caldwell committed on 300 defensive back out of Jacksonville Bulls. And then they add these guys to Jacob Weatherspoon from in-state. This is a really talented DB haul to date. Jordan Thomas, the latest.
Yeah, what a class they are building. Currently, Ohio State has 13 total commitments. Jordan Thomas was their 13th toward the 2026 class. Steve, beyond just this secondary class, what's left for Ohio State still in 2026?
Well, they don't want to be done in the secondary. They are all in on threes. Number one ranked safety, Braylon Womack, a 5-star recruit out of Mississippi. He has already named Ohio State his leader at this point in the process, a coveted target that's going to take some official visits this summer to Florida, Auburn, and Texas A&M. But Ohio State is leading that group going into the summer. Felix Ojo, the number 4 player in the country per the On3 industry, 5-star offensive tackle from the Lone Star State. Ohio State's in the top 2 with Texas for him. The number 1 running back in the land and the number 3 running back in the land, Savion Hyder, Derek Cooper. They're in the top 2 or 3 for both of them. And then one more name I want to add, Josh, the number 1 linebacker in the country, Tyler Atkinson out of Loganville Grayson. The Buckeyes are one of his front runners as they battle Georgia and Oregon and Miami, among others.
Yeah, Steve, it feels like, not to say Ohio State got off to a slow start, but, when you win the national championship, you're playing a little bit longer than everybody else. But it feels like right now, as we kind of get to these summer recruiting months, Ohio State's about to hit their stride.
Well, they were a little busy winning those last 4 football games to win a national championship. So while they weren't able to be in your living room or in your school recruiting you, they were on your television set. And these top high school football prospects got to see Ohio State beat Notre Dame, got to see them beat Texas and beat Oregon and smash Tennessee at home at night on a Friday on Saturday night to move on in the college football playoff. And when these coaches get in front of you, they have a lot that they can emphasize from just their player development, the culture of their team, what they can do from an NIL perspective on and off the field. And so Ohio State's checking a lot of these boxes for these top recruits. Jordan Thomas, another that's excited to go play for Ohio State, play for Tim Walton, who played at Ohio State, played in the NFL himself, and has developed so many good ones already. He is the latest to jump in the fold.
Yeah, Jordan Thomas is a big one. All right, thanks, Steve. We're going to wrap this thing up from here. We appreciate you joining us for another live commitment here on the On3 Recruits channel. Today, it was Jordan Thomas committing to Ohio State. The Buckeyes now have the 3rd-ranked class in America. They're not done, but neither are we here at the On3 Recruit channel. Be sure, if you haven't yet, hit subscribe. We got more big commitments coming tomorrow. Number 1 recruit, Jackson Cantwell. Then on Wednesday, Jonas Walton, one of the top running backs in America. They're all going to be making their commitments here live on the On3 Recruit channel, and you do not want to miss it. We will be back